Alright, it starts in 2 minutes.
What's that?
Stream starts in 2 minutes.
Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna get off this. I'll watch the stream.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
Okay, away we go. So it's A-Clan versus NM. NM on the left. Tanya and Faust playing for A-Clan. And Lee and Resistant for NM Clan. See, Tanya there's managed to get a Grenadier in, a nade, so you can probably see that construction yard now. That's quite useful. So both teams very similar start. One Soviet, one Allied each. And both the Soviet players are going for the nade attack. Resistant pushing harder, so he's managed to gain some ground here with his nades. And here comes a follow-up with a few tanks. This construction yard looks quite vulnerable, but he hasn't seen it. He's going for this one instead. Oh, that's a great squish of the engineers there by Lee. So Faust has lost his construction yard. He can still build tanks. Now Tanya CYing, building extra construction yards. A couple of Teslas there from Resistant. It's going to be hard to get past. Attack from Lee. Going for the power. He's going to get it. 3 Teslas on the left now. Faust is dead. It's a good tank rush by NM Clan. And that's GG. Good game. So that was quite an impressive rush by Lee there. He hasn't been playing at all recently, more into Counter-Strike. So he comes in first game and he does a brilliant rush there. Takes out front by tanking. Yeah, good point, Beastie. It is Clan Wars. I'll change the title and the highlights. Yeah, game 1. This is the first one. So it's P4 as a starting map, followed by P4 Mini. So we've got NM Clan on the right and A Clan on the left. So A Clan going double Soviets. NM have 1 allied. Wow, that's suddenly gone quite loud. My ears. Okay, this time Tanya with the early nade advantage. So now A-Clan can see a lot of this base. It's going to make it a lot easier to follow up with tanks. So Tanya with one tank, scouting a bit more perhaps. It's a great distraction though. So Lee lost the war factory from the nades. And that's a truck gone. Lee with the counter, he's going to get a CY. Probably going to get an ore refinery as well. Oh, but that's a well-timed Tesla. But here comes a follow-up attack from Resistance. He's going to get the big power. He needs to get the small power as well. He's not going to. So NM with the advantage now. They've both got their construction yards. Lots of tanks to defend. Can Tanya get this construction yard? He might do it. He does. And the power. So Lee's not dead. There's quite a lot of tanks here for a counter attack. Tanya with the Tesla though. Building another one. And that small power is still alive. That's a lot of tanks coming their way. I think A-Clan might have this. Powers are nicely placed up here, so hard to attack, but too many tanks. Sorry for your cat there, Philbox. I don't know why that volume suddenly went back up. I think I'll double check it again before the next game starts. Okay, so that's 1-1. Let's make a note of that before I forget. So this is NM Clan's map choice. V7 mixed ore and gems. Okay, sound looks good. Countries chosen, one apiece, Allied and Soviet each. Alright, gotcha, Dinah. I didn't realise that. Because we've got the delay on the stream, I can't announce the results, okay. Alright, will someone else please count the score because I'll forget. Okay, so on the left we've got NM clan and A clan on the right. So it looks like a early rush by Resistant, whereas A clan are going more defensive, building trucks first. Here comes Resistant. Faust sees it, a nice block there. Those infantry are going to do some damage. Yeah, great block. And a great save by Resistant. Pulls his tanks back, doesn't lose them. And they're mostly in good health. Okay, so Tanya's starting to see why. Got Tesla there for defense. And same with Lee. Lee's gonna start to see why. He's tanking. He's tanking more. Built an extra war factory instead of a Tesla. Okay, a bit of treaty play going on here. Is Tanya going to attack? No, just a bluff. Look at the tank stats. So Faust quite a bit in the lead there with his tank counts. That's great positioning by A clan. Doing like a reverse L to surround the enemy tanks. That should give them the south advantage. Resistant bluffs a north attack, comes back. So A clan seriously got the south advantage here. That means their tanks can shoot further. See Tanya there with the most kills. So Lee with 3 CYs, building a 4th now. Tanya already on 4. Resistant going for a sneak attack up north. big tank battle in the middle here. I think whoever wins this massive tank battle will win this game. Just gain the south advantage. Split group from Resistant. Does Faust see it? Yes, he does. Sending all of his tanks to counter. That leaves his partner alone here, though. Well, there's a lot of Teslas to protect, so should be okay. Now Faust with the counter. Tanya with excellent production there, loads of tanks. That should allow him to take south. And it looks like Faust is winning the north battle. I think he's winning there just because they had the south advantage at the start. And Faust has broken through. I think that's over now. Good game. Okay, 2-1 to A-Clan. Okay, next map choice. Very similar to the last one, just a bit smaller, so mixed gems and all. With a few tasty patches of gems in the middle. It's always good to try and collect these where possible. And again, Soviet and Allies, one apiece for each team. A-Clan on the left. So good work defending those nades by Resistant. So Lee here with his standard light tank scout. Always a good idea to send one in, try and see what's going on in the enemy base. So Resistant building quite early. Tanya's made a few tanks first. Now he's building. Faust slowly approaching with a small army. Lee's wise to it. Just about to see these grey tanks up north. Tanya going for the rush. I think he's going to lose those tanks. He's just trying to buy himself some time as he builds extra construction yards. So Lee and Faust, same level, same number of tanks. At least on the scoreboard, it does look like Faust has got quite a few more though. He's certainly killing more. A lot of smokers though. He's going to get that war factory. But they're both on 4 war factories now. Faust just built an extra refinery. So Lee doing well to hold off Faust here. He's got the south advantage. You see his production's really good. But Tanya now marching into the lead on the south battle. I think that's because he built extra construction yards sooner. That allows him to produce more tanks later on. And again, Lee holding south here nicely. Tanya with more tanks, but Resistance got better position. Tanya's got more money here though. A lot of this money here has been killed already. Now Resistance giving Lee a hand with some Teslas up north. But he's starting to lose south though. Wow, it's quite a close game. Hard to say who's winning this. Certainly a lot more money up north. And perhaps Faust with the advantage here. Lee rushing in. He's got a clear path of attack here. He's going to do some damage. It's 2, 3 ore refineries. He might get the 4th. That could be quite painful for Faust. He might go broke quite soon. Lee's also struggling for money though. Resistant pushing in south. Now Tanya's got no money. But A-Clan have got control of this big patch here, so but there's some nice tanking from Resistance south, doing a lot of damage. Not sure that's going to matter much though, because this is the important part, collecting this money here. And that's GG. Okay, that's 3-1 to A-Clan. That was a good game. Yeah, that's a good point, Blitz. He was a war factory down and he still held on quite well. And that's to say he hasn't been playing much at all. Mind you, neither's Faust. I haven't seen Faust online much recently. And it looks like the next map is T-Dog. And away we go. Seem to be missing someone. Nice to say he hasn't played much at all. Mind you, neither. And let's try that one again. Okay, that's better. 4 players this time. So NM clan on the right and A on the left, one apiece, Allies and Soviet each. So both teams doing well, blocking all the entrances, this little path here, and up north. A line of infantry blocking the middle. So, building from resistant. And tanking from left side. So here comes Tanya with a few tanks to rush in. He's lost 2 to that Tesla. Faust follows up. That should be enough to get a construction yard. Oh, just about. That could be a game-winning rush there. Unlucky by resistant, those Teslas were just a fraction too slow. And resistant first to build to the middle. But Faust is holding him back there nicely with the tanks. Lee's managed to get back into the game. He's taken his partner's construction yard with an engineer. Tanya now with central control. This is always really important on this map. I didn't see that sneaky MCV by resistant. He's gone up north. That's a great move. It's He won't be able to hold this, I don't think, but he's bought some time so that they can regain middle. So big tank battle going on up north, and it's Lee versus Faust. Faust with the slight advantage, but Lee with better position there. It was quite even down here, but Tanya's done well, bringing in the V2s to kill the Teslas. Now Resistance got up north, giving Lee a hand with the Teslas. Faust retreats. Lee's going in for the attack. And he's changed his mind. I think that was a wise move to save his tanks instead. And look at this, he's going down to try and kill Tanya's refineries. I think he's going to lose his tanks here though. There's a lot of Teslas coming up. He's done well though, he's taken out 3 ore refineries. But Tanya's still with 10 grand in the bank. And now Lee goes up north, going for the ore refineries again. He might get 3 here. He's definitely got 2. Resistance struggling to get south here because Tanya's got all these V2s below. So he's heading up north instead. All players good for money. So NM have secured north for now. Tanya's trying to attack but fails there. Well defended by NM. So most of the money is up north, but Tanya's still got a little bit down here. And that's the aim of the game on these sort of maps, try and control the money. And Faust with some cruisers. Wow, that could be game changing. So Tanya's still holding south. Resistant creeping in. Got Tanya with some backup V2s there. 5 cruisers. So even if those cruisers don't kill buildings, they're still going to kill this money just by aiming for the ore trucks and missing and hitting the gems. And so pushing together, Lee's killed the V2s. Resistant follows up with the Teslas, and they've managed to retake south. And that's a lot of cruisers up north. That money's going to get wasted. So pretty close game. Let's have a look at the tank count. 5, 5, a few V2s there. Same here, it's really close. Those cruisers doing some damage. They'd do more if they were south, because they could shoot further. But they've done their job really, they've killed much of that money. So it looks like Lee's got the tank advantage here, backed up by V2s. That's probably because Faust invested in it's about 8 cruisers there. So if NM Clan work together, put the tanks in front of the V2s, let the V2s do the damage, I think NM have this. That's good play there, nice positioning. Tanks in front, V2s behind. Cruiser's kind of out of the battle now. And that's GG. So 3-2 to A-Clan. So it's been all Tanya, Faust, Lee resistance so far. I wonder if we're going to see any substitutions. Let's see who's online. Maybe not. Intense game. Yeah, that was very close. Now comes the big one. Crumpy 8K. Lots of gems in this map. So whoever controls the gems in the middle, especially these south ones, will probably end up winning. So that's 3-2 to A Clan. Okay, this time double Soviets from A Clan here on the left, and one apiece Allied and Soviet for NM. And here comes the defensive light from Lee. And he manages to get it in. Tanya CYing, semi-resistant, about the same time. So Resistance moved an MCV south, whereas Tanya's built loads of powers. I prefer the power method. I think that gives you more structures down, allows you to build Teslas faster later on. Trying for the Flamer Rush, denied by Lee. Faust is going to get a wall factory. And here come the Teslas. He's got 7 construction yards now. And that's a good number. You want to start on 4, go to 7, and then progress to 10 for maximum speed. And Lee returns the favour. He's taken out a war factory and another. He might even get a third. No, he's retreating. He wants to save his tanks. Tanya with an aggressive Tesla walk here. So that's forcing Resistant to defend instead of getting his construction yards done. Whereas Tanya, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nearly on 10 now. So A-Clan seem to have the advantage. Better position and ahead on construction yards and war factories. Faust doing well there to contain Resistant, stop him from going north. And this is going to be really hard for NM Clan to get through here. So many buildings and Teslas to get through. So I think they really have to try and get north, if anything. Faust now moving on to 4 construction yards so he can start building fast. And Lee now starting to see why as well. Once Lee gets his tech up, a Chronosphere, he might be able to change the game. A bit later on, maybe get some thieves going. But at the moment this is looking very hard for NM to get past. Oh, what's this? Great move by Resistant. A Chinook. He's captured a building with some engineers. Now he's pushing in with Teslas. This is deadly. How's the money? See, Faust has got no money now, but Lee also. So he's going to have to take the middle gems now. I think Faust will be okay, but this is certainly going to hold them back a lot. It's clever by Resistant, taking the money from the enemy. Tanya building airfields. We might see some MiG action. If Faust starts spreading more structures and Teslas up north, it's going to be very hard to break through. But Resistant holding top left here. So I think Resistance is going to have to give up top left if Tanya keeps pushing south here. So if he creeps in past this area, it could be all over. Resistant going north. Backed up by Lee with some tanks. They might get north here. That's great play by Resistance, switching places, using bookmarks to go from here to here. Tanya wise to it though, starting to crawl Teslas north. And that's some technology from Lee. He's got his chronosphere up. Faust moving south just in case. Resistance still holding top left. That's impressive. And he's taking all of their money, so that could ultimately win the game. They just have to try and control north. Lee pushing with turrets now. Now it's Teslas versus turrets. And Faust has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 construction yards, so he should be able to overpower north now. But this chronosphere could make the difference. There it is. Where's he going? He's going south. He's going to try and steal some money. Can he do it? And he does. He gets 5k. So it's not a lot of money, but it's something. And he might get some more. If he attacks blue, blue's got loads of cash. Oh, look at this. Big damage by Resistant. There's Lee's trying to get some money. But those V2s are protecting, and Tanya notices, sells his ore refineries. So much action going on. Battles all over the map. Tanya now, it looks like he's pushing south. I don't think he's going to get past this. There's V2s here and here. And it's going to be the battle for North Gems, I think. That's where it's going to be now. And NM have it. Looks like they've got the gems. Tesla's backed up by tanks. Winning combo. And finally they've got Resistant out of top left, but he's managed to go down to the south. Lee's still messing around with gaps. He might be able to get some thieves in. Look at the cash. So Resistant and Lee with loads of money. I think perhaps Lee did get some thieves in, because that's a lot of money for allies. And A-Clan managing to regain north. That's a chrono somewhere. Let's have a look. Where did that go? He's gone here. Going for the thieves. But Tanya notices. That silo's vulnerable. If you can kill these V2s. Oh, there's loads though. Too many V2s, I think. Those trucks taking a break. Oh, Lee's going to lose these tanks to Teslas. He notices, pulls back. So Resistant now with... He's got a bit of money in his own side, but he's not doing too well for money. Tanya on nearly 20k there. Lee going for some thieving, but I don't think... Yeah, there's not much money to thieve. What am I saying? That's his partner there. I forgot he's built in there. So he's actually stolen loads of money there. Well done, Lee. So Tanya did have 20k. If you look now, he's got nothing. So that's some pro thieving. And that's a lot of money to thieve. It's about 30 tanks or so. He's going for a second round. Second round of thieves. No, he's changed his mind. So A-Clan with full control of the North Gems here. And they've got all the money, Faust especially. So unless Lee can do some more pro thieving, I think A-Clan have this. He's got a chrono. Can't really see where. Or perhaps this silo? Or here maybe? He might better get some thieves in. That refinery. A very strong push by Faust here. Tanks and V2s doing lots of damage. Now Tanya following up, and that's GG. So 4-2 to A-Clan. Okay, thanks Dynamic. I'll try and get this screen fixed. It's not perfect, is it? Yeah, I don't know. It's not playing well, is it? No, yeah, that's a bit better. Oh, okay, we've got a substitution. Cobra coming in. So Cobra subbed. We haven't seen much of Cobra play this year, but very strong tanker, former top 20 player from Westwood. And the next map is Answer the Door. So pure ore, no gems. And so everyone's going Russia, because with Russia you get a 10% cash advantage. Things are cheaper. So A-Clan on the left, Cobra and Faust versus Leon Resistant on the right. So interesting starting position from Resistant here. As Old Pro would say, he prefers to collect the ore on the right side. It looks like Resistant's gonna try and collect this money here and then build his ore refineries up here. I think both ways are good. So if you collect this one first, you'll have an early cash advantage. But perhaps later on it's a bit harder. So truck control, really important on this map. You need to control it and eat the ore here in a straight line so you can put your next refinery up north, and that allows your trucks to collect the money better. Whereas on the south, you just put them down and they auto collect. So 2 extra trucks from Cobra, 3 from Faust, then an MCV is going to build. NM Clan looks like they're double tanking. Three trucks from Resistant. So Resistant going. Lee following now. I think NM Clan really wanted to attack sooner whilst they had the tank advantage. So now Faust is coming back. And with that extra construction yard, he's going to be able to produce more. But Lee's also on 2 now. So 4 ores versus 3. And Lee's got more war factories, so it's actually quite even. Let's check the money. Lee's struggling a little bit. Cobra doing very well. He's doing very well actually, because that's from north. So now we've got a GQ battle in the south. Argument to use Q here, I'd say. There's perhaps not quite enough tanks to use GQ. And look at that sneaky attack from Lee. Didn't see that. He's sent a second group up north. He's taken out a construction yard. That's a winning move, that. Did Cobra build a service depot? Maybe not. So now A-Clan pushing. They realise they have to attack now, otherwise it is game over. Lee's not interested. He's trying to distract them. He does a little bit, but the tank battle continues. I think the tide's going to turn now because Cobra only on 3 war factories. Right side, I've got loads. So yeah, that was a winning move by Lee. All it took was 3 heavy tanks and game over. Now Faust with the split group. Got Lee and Resistant. Just Resistant actually, they noticed that, and yeah, those tanks are going to die. Lee notices now. That's GG. Well played, NM Clan. 4-3. So 4-3 to A Clan. Faust asking what maps are left. So we've got Ribbon, 4C, Big Open Ore. I think they've got, yeah, Keep Off the Grass. And it looks like Tanya's back in the game. So that's unlucky for Cobra. He stepped up, doing really well, but then he lost his construction yard to a sneaky attack by Lee. 3 heavy tanks changed the game. Okay, so the next map is Ribbon. And everyone's going Germany. I thought perhaps Resistant would stay as Russia, because arguably one of each side is stronger. Oh, he's changed back, there we go. So this will be interesting. Let's see if Resistant and Lee can hold the early tanking attack from left side there. So it's A Clan on the left and NM on the right. Yeah, I think so there. Dan's cage-old. I think you're right. I think Cobra was winning that battle. So Faust with the early scout tank. Is Lee going to notice? He does. Nice block. Lee always very strong on the blocks. Interesting. So early CY by Tanya. And of course resistant building as a Soviet player. He's going to try and push south with his Teslas. And what's this? An attack by Faust? But is it blocked? Yeah, I think that Tesla's going to kill nearly all of those light tanks. He gets a couple in. That's just going to tickle really. It's not going to do much damage. So resistant pushing quite quickly south there. Tanya going for a third construction yard. I think he's going to try and go for early cruisers. So it's a race now. It's a race for resistant to push his Teslas up here, or for Tanya to get his cruisers out. And here they come. Lee doing some damage. Takes out a war factory. He's going to get a second at least. Couple of cruisers out. Oh, it's close. I think left side might have this. Oh, but resistant going north now. So there's going to be no cruiser cover. Lee's snuck in. And he's done it again. He's taken out a construction yard with a few tanks. That's game changing. Can resistant crawl in with Teslas? Lee with lots of tanks in there. Oh, he's taken out the tech center. So that means Tanya can't see anything now. Nice flamers from resistant. I think NM have this. And it's 4-4. Tanya not giving up though. There he goes. Wow, some super close games tonight. Okay, next map choice is Big Open Ore. So up until recently, players tended to choose Russia, but allies have been a popular choice lately due to the early light tank rush. A clan on the left, NM on the right. Okay, so we've got double Soviet versus one Allied, one Soviet. Resistant, probably going to go for a 2 light tank attack on the ore trucks. That's a popular move these days. I wonder what Tanya's going to do. He must know that's coming. He might go for a Tesla or build lots of men to defend. We'll see. There's one. So he sends it straight away. He's using that as a scout. Tanya's gone for the infantry and engineer defense. That should work. Moving his engineer out of harm's way there. Resistant gives up. He's going to go south instead. Another engineer. He's going for the ore trucks. He's going to get one. So was that a good trade? 3 light tanks for an ore truck? Yeah, probably. Oh, Lee with another sneaky attack. Chanya sees it, but is it too late? It is. I think he's gonna get that construction yard. There is an engineer. He might have used it too soon. He's got it. Another winning move from Lee. And a Tesla to defend the counter-attack. Tanya coming south, but he's not going to get past this. Resistant pushing Faust back. Sneaky infantry waiting there. Was he trying to kill the trees there? It's not a bad idea. I think this is over now. 7 war factories versus 6. So Resistance gonna take out a war factory. Faust winning the south battle though. And they resign. That's GG. So comeback 5-4 to NM. Match point. Tanya's saying they need to rush the AC team. I would have liked to see Russia play in for A-Clan. Arguably their strongest 2v2 player. So, it looks like Russia was going to play, but he said, "Be right back." A-Clan not happy. And the next map is Keep Off the Grass. Anything could happen here. So many different ways to win this map. So 5-4 to NM, match point, Keep Off the Grass. Couldn't be any closer. Faust doing a long drive there. I think, is Lee going to see it? No, he hasn't seen it yet. I don't think he's seen it. Now he has. But is it too late? Because he's building a refinery. He might have to cancel that. I think he's going to have to cancel. No. He's got it down, but it's an aggressive push from Faust now. What's going on south? Nothing. So it's all about north at the moment. Lee's in trouble. Resistance helping, nice. Doing a bit of damage, taking the power. Tanya's got some peace and quiet down here. So that's going to let him build up some tanks quite quickly. How's Faust doing for money? Still got enough for a refinery. Here come the tanks, going for the ore truck. But Lee's got some too. Engie killed by the nades here from Resistant. But he's got the ore refinery. Tanya coming back to defend. So I think this move by Faust has won the game. It's given Tanya lots of time to build up tanks. Oh wow, there you go, 5-5. So the decider map choice is Arena. So yeah, I think 1 versus 3 is the fairest option here, because then both teams have got access to 2 patches of ore and gems, whereas 2, you've only got this one to share at the start. So A-Clan top left, NM bottom right. So it's a very open map, easy for tankers to come in and kill some structures. So that's why they've all chosen allies. We can expect some light tank rushes. So key thing here, especially for Lee, is to collect these gems and control the truck. Otherwise the truck's going to go driving up here. And not good for his bank account. So Tanya decided to share this ore patch, at least to begin with. Sending a light tank scout, I guess. Faust waiting, building up a collection. Resisting with the Ranger, maybe expecting an APC rush, not sure. Light tank's so hard to kill, so fast. Here comes Faust's collection of tanks. He's going to do some damage. He's going for the construction yard, is he? Yep. There we go. That engineer's going to be too late. So early advantage to A-Clan. If he gets that power, Resistant is dead. And does he get it? Oh, just about gets it. So all A-Clan have to do now is defend the counter-attack. And it's going to take so long to drive up here. I think this is a good game, but we'll see. Resistant coming round the back. But Faust sees it. Lee goes for the money. Resistant takes out the construction yards. He gets both. And the powers. He's going for the powers. He's going to get that. And then these two. Or maybe not. I think Tanya's going to kill those lights. So that's a good game. Really good series. Well played all. A-Clan take it 6-5. Okay, thanks for watching all. I'm signing out, and I'll see you next time.